My guy is Big Game James here, and I'm doing this for my guy Joe Castro, Mr. Philly Podcast, and he asked me to graciously give the 24th pick for the Dallas Cowboys, which I will do in a very quick video. Um, we've been doing Best of Enemies podcast for the last couple months, and we've been doing mock drafts left and right. Been a lot of choices, a lot of picks to go from. And offensive line can be a pick for the Dallas Cowboys. Guard is a high priority. Receiver with Amari Cooper being gone, Michael Gallup being on the mend with the torn knee. So those things are factors. Also, linebackers are a possibility because even though they have Michael Parsons, Jabril Cox coming back in the fold, you still want to have a middle linebacker to really solidify that linebacking core. LVE came back, but he's only there for a year. So I've been bouncing back and forth. Who would I like to go with? Kenyon Green is a name that's been mentioned. Zion Johnson, Traylon Burks. Also, Jameson Williams is another guy that's been high kind of on my board. And also Nakobe Dean has been talked about as well. But for my pick for the 24th selection for the Dallas Cowboys, if they stay where they're at, I know offensive line Kenyon Green, but we just found out that been word that he might have a lingering knee injury. Traylon Burks, obviously he could be a boom or bust, but I'm gonna go with Nakobe Dean, linebacker from Georgia, 5'11", 229 pounds. This guy, to me, when his name first came out there, he was the darling of the draft. Now it looks like he could be dropping because we know how the draft falls and quarterbacks are being named. Anything can happen. But the measurables, 5'11", 230 pounds, not the biggest guy. That's going to be a problem for some teams out there. But for me, when I look at what he has done on the field, look at each year, how he's gotten better each year. When I look at his profile, the kid has just gotten better each year. He's not only good as far as in the run game, he's good in coverage. The guy, had a pass rush grade of 91.3, had a coverage grade of 90.4. The missed tackles was a little bit high this year, but when I'm looking at about a quarterback on defense, somebody who can really run this defense and really open the door for other guys to really be free, this is a guy. He's very instinctual. He has a high football intelligence. He was a permanent team captain on the team. He demonstrated multiple facets of his game. He can handle calls, communicating the defensive shifts to his teammates. That's where you want, because when you saw Michael Parsons, as much as we love his talent and his young leadership, Jaron Kearse was the green dot guy, the guy who was commanding the defense. And you need a guy to keep Michael Parsons free, Jabril Cox free, even an LVE free. This is a guy that can do it. He has instincts to be able to take on ball carriers, drop in coverage. You can blitz him, and I feel like he can be a do-all everything, and he will allow your guy Michael Parsons, he will allow your other linebackers to be able to play free and play uninhibited, and that's what you really need. They need a guy that can really be the quarterback of the defense, and that's what they're missing, and I think this guy can instantly come in and do that and make this defense better. So once again, my selection for the 24th pick, 5'11", 230-pound Nakobe Dean. He's dropping in some drafts. The Cowboys like big, long linebackers. He would not fit the bill for what they draft because they all have linebackers 6'2" and above. But one linebacker that Dan Quinn did have back in his defense with Seattle was a guy named Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner is only about 6 foot, and he was a beast for Dan Quinn in his defense. Didn't have all the size, but you saw what he did and still was a high tackle guy, and I think that's what Nakobe Dean can be for him. So throw out the measurables on this Dan Quinn. Don't look at the arms. Don't look at the height. Don't look at any of that. Look at a playmaking linebacker who can take control of the defense and allow your other guys to play free. So with my pick for the 24th selection for the Dallas Cowboys will be linebacker Nakobe Dean. I'm out. Peace.